Hey, what's up everyone? Eric Rossi, the guy with VI here, and we're talking Lytro in 2016. So there were a couple articles I read that were floating around about Lytro, and Bokeh and Digital Rev, picked it up, and they have a really good readout for it. So I'll link that down below if you want to check out more about it. But essentially, it talks about Lytro exiting the consumer market. Now, if you don't know Lytro, it's probably a good thing. They haven't made the best choices for their company, in my opinion, obviously, and it obviously shows as their consumer market essentially is worth the zilch, and that's why the CEO is saying that they're stepping out of the market. They made this Lytro little camera right here. It was a field camera. It used some kind of lens technology, these little micro things that you could essentially focus whenever you want, focus after you take the photo. Now, in theory, that's cool because you can say if you accidentally miss a focus point or something like that, or you missed, like you accidentally focused on the nose instead of the eye, you could shift it to that point. But essentially this all failed. I mean, you couldn't really do anything with this unless you used their certain program that they had for this. It never caught on. So the little lipstick one that you're seeing here was one of the first ones coming out in 2012. I don't know if it came out a little bit sooner, but so 2012 was when they first started being produced, and they were like $500, $600. Now, just the, retrospective, you can find them for $70 new, which I would never do. Or if you even go used, you can bid on one for like $17, $38, $15, $17. So all that kind of stuff. So like $30. So obviously things didn't progress. But then they also had this guy right here, the Lytro alum, which once again, they were targeting the professional market. They were saying, yeah, we're going to come out with something better, with a better build. It didn't look as gimmicky. That also launched at either $1,200 or $1,300. But now, as you can see, you can get it for like $300. They just didn't do well on marketing and with what you could actually do with the technology. And I don't think that this is something you can use in a photography camera. Yet again, decently cool idea, I know, but the Lytro, their CEO, says they are pulling out of the consumer market because their share is, just atrocious. And here's essentially what they're doing. So this is pretty interesting. So they are starting to work, or they think that their technology can work with virtual reality and Hollywood studios to help, with that generation there. They're looking more in the professional Hollywood studio environment. And I think there could be some interesting things. I made a video recently about the lifespan of 360 video. 360-degree video, will that ever be a thing? Is it just a fad? Now, can Lytro add something to this? I don't know if it necessarily can, but they are absolutely going to try it. As you see right here, a little while ago, they're talking about the Lytro Immerge, which is going to be a 360-degree VR camera that's obviously going to cost a couple thousands. I didn't know if it was worth talking about, but there are a lot of these kind of focus after you take a photo type of things out there. The biggest one, which still hasn't shipped, it's already pushed back its release date, is that Light L16 pocket camera that has all those lenses on it. I made a video about that. I'll link that down below if you're interested in checking that out. But Lytro, so essentially they've admitted failure, that they can't really sell much or have any market share in the consumer market. But I don't know. So, it says they're hedging all their bets on this Immerge right here. So I don't know. Is this going to be something of interesting? I don't know. I think that the 360-degree video might be a little intriguing, because my issue with this is that the quality is, going to be garbage. On a lot of the 360, they're not that good. It's a very interesting technology, but it's still not there. This is interesting. Digital Rev is saying that it's going to list at $1,300, but one day you'll get it for like $400. But I don't know. Overall, I don't think Lytro. I think Lytro is going to strike out again on 3. I appreciate that they're really trying with the technologies that they have. I just don't know if it matters much into this. I talked about this a while ago. Intel has some kind of real focus technology or something that does essentially this same thing that Lytro has no stake in, but Intel used that in their computers or whoever's using it for their gaming and virtual reality and everything like that, because of the depth that it gives. So they've obviously figured something out that Lytro didn't, and I think maybe the computer market is probably the right for it, and maybe even gaming. But camera-wise, photography, it's obviously not working, Lytro. What are your guys and girls' thoughts? Let me know down below. Is this third attempt that's possibly going to happen by Lytro a thing? Have you ever bought into the Lytro hype? What do you think? Let me know down below.